Hello students, welcome to Siri PathaShale. Good evening. So, in the previous class, you have learned what are quadratic equations and how to frame the equations using given statements. In today's class, let us continue with this chapter number 4 in your textbook, quadratic equations. In that, today, let us learn how to find solutions for a quadratic equation. What is the general form of a quadratic equation? Yes, you all know. General form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And yes, here a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are real numbers. This is the condition. Now, yes, you have learned how to find for solutions for linear equations. Now, in this chapter, we are going to find how to find solutions for quadratic equation. I mean, degree 2. Equation of degree 2. Now, yes, here the solutions of a quadratic equation are called roots of the equation. Here we don't use the word solution. If I use the word roots. Since it's a quadratic equation, we will get maximum 2 roots for this. Because degree 2. Okay, for linear equation, we get a unique solution. Because degree 1, only one solution. One solution. Here, for a quadratic equation, since it is degree 2, we get maximum 2 equations for this now. So, 2 solutions or 2 roots. And roots are also called as zeros. Zeros of a quadratic equation. Roots of a quadratic equation are solutions of a quadratic equations. All these are same. Okay? Roots, zeros, solutions, all these give same meaning. Okay, now, but commonly used words for quadratic equation is roots of the quadratic equation. Here in this chapter, you will be learning 2 methods to find the roots of a given quadratic equation. Let us go with first method today, that is factorization method. Yes, very easy. You have learned this in 8th as well as in 9th standard. Very easy method. Okay, right? Heading. So, finding roots by factorization method. Finding roots of a quadratic equation by factorization. Yes, factorization andre nimge ಎರಡು ಮೆಥಡ್ ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. One method using the formula or identities, using different identities we can factorize. We can factorize by grouping the terms, and we can also factorize by splitting the middle terms. Okay. When we get a quadratic equation, especially we use this method, splitting the middle term method. It is famous as splitting the middle term only. Okay, so this method is also known as splitting the middle terms. By splitting the middle terms. By splitting the middle terms. Yes. So, let me explain this method. Let us take an example from the exercise itself. We go with exercise 10.2. In this, I will solve first one. First main is find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization. So let me take first one, simple one. As soon as I explain this problem, you will understand which method we are using. Correct agine gottagbidutte, because last year ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಮೆಥಡ್ 9th ಅಲ್ಲಿ 8th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ. So first problem I'll take now. This is first one, x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. In splitting the middle term, what is the first step? We have to see the third term. This is the third term. This is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What is c or constant here? Minus 10. Okay, so find the factors of 10. So which are the factors of 10? You know it. 1 is factor of all the numbers, of course. 2, then 5 and 10. These are the table in which we get 10 as a multiple. Okay, so these are the factors. Now we have to choose any two factors from this such that their sum, when we add them, okay, we must get minus 3. Multiply madre, we should get minus 10. Addition madre, we should get minus 3. So we have to choose any of these two. Okay, we have to take only two. By that we have to split the middle term. Middle term is minus 3x. So minus 3x now, so we write it as sum of two factors. Okay, so which are here? Since we have minus sign here. Okay, minus sign here. One number must be negative. Minus sign nಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. In other two cases we get which one? Plus product is plus only, positive only. So one number should be plus, one number should be minus. And now see the sign of the second term, middle term. It has minus sign. Okay. When do we get a sum as negative? When the greater number has negative sign. When we add two integers or two algebraic term add madre ನೀವು is some greater number, if greater number has negative sign, minus sign, then here you will get a negative sign. Isn't it? So let us use those properties here to split the middle term. So which are the two factors? Obvious, you came to know now. It is 5 and 2. Okay, 5 and 2. 5 2s are 10 and 5 minus 2, 3. Correct now? 5 2s are 10 and 5 minus 2, 3. Which number should have negative sign? Greater number. Which is greater number? 5. So it should have the minus sign here. So let us split this now. So we split this as x square. I write minus 3x as now minus 5x plus 2x. See, minus 5 plus 2 is how much? Minus 3 only. Minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, yes, again group them and factorize. First group we have x square minus 5x, which is common factor among this. The x is common factor. If I take x outside, what remains inside the bracket? X, because x into x, x square, or x square by x, what do we get? X only. Minus 5x by x, x gets cancelled. What remains? Minus 5. In this group, I will take plus 2 as the common factor. 2x by 2, what do we get? 2 gets cancelled, only x remains. Minus 10 by 2, 10 by 2, what do we get? 2 5s are 10. So x minus 5. Easy trick is, in this step, after grouping, we should get one common factor. Okay, the binomial must be a common factor. So x minus 5, x minus 5. In common factor bandilla andre neevello miss madidira anta. So I have to check once. So to x minus, here x minus 5 is common. So let me write x minus 5 and x plus 2. Don't forget to write the sign here, whether it is plus 2 or minus 2. We'll barilebeku because we have two terms here, x into x minus 5 one term, 2 into x minus 5 other term. Okay, there should be sign between them, otherwise wrong. This step ge correct agbidutte, illa mistake agbidutte. So x minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we are using a rule called zero product rule. Zero product rule means here, if you multiply them, we get the answer 0, and therefore each of the binomial should be equated to 0. That means x minus 5 is equal to 0 as well as x plus 2 is equal to 0. Because to get 0 here, either this or that must be 0, isn't it? Yado one 0 agidre matra we get, it is possible to get 0 here. Okay, so this could be either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now solve this. We get x is equal to, when you transpose minus 5 becomes plus 5, and here we get x is equal to minus 2. So which are the roots of this quadratic equation? Plus 5 and minus 2. Now you should write the answer as, the conclusion as, roots are, write in bracket 5 minus 2 or minus 2 and 5. Or you can write in words also, minus 2 and 5. Easy, no? I think now you remember. Okay, let us go with the another sum, then you will get to understand easily. Next one. I'll take a little difficult one. Yeah, difficult in the sense, here we don't have real numbers. Okay, irrational. We have real numbers but not rational numbers. Okay, these are irrational numbers. Coefficient of x square and x square is here an irrational number. Okay, let us go with third problem in this. Third problem. Okay. Third one, root 2x square. Third problem in first main is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Okay, root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now let us go with this problem. See here, in the previous problem, here the coefficient is 1. It is 1x square. Okay, so you directly take this as the product, 10 as the constant as the product, because 10 ones are 10. Here we have coefficient of x square, that is root 2, and product is root 2. Whenever we have coefficient of x square more than or less than 1, okay, then what to do? We have to consider that also. So product of a and c must be calculated. So a is root 2, c is 5 root 2. So let us take 5 root 2 into root 2. What do we get? Root 2 into root 2 is root 4. Okay, square root of 4 how much? 2. This is nothing but 5 into 2. It is equal to 10. So which are the factors of 10? You know, yes, 1, 2, 5 and 10 itself. Now you choose the factors such that product must be 10, okay, plus 10, okay, because here also plus into plus 10, and sum should be plus 7, okay. Andre multiply madre we should get plus 10, add madre we should get 7. You can easily say 2 and 5, because 2 plus 5 is 7 and 2 into 5 we get 10. Okay, so the factors are 2 and 5, required factors. So let us split the middle term now using this. It is root 2 x square, don't write x square inside this, plus I write 2x plus 5x is equal to 5x plus 5 root 2 plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Okay, let us factorize now by grouping root 2x square plus 2x one group. Here 5x plus 5 root 2 one group. Yes. What is the square root of common factor of root 2 and 2? Root 2, because root 2 into root 2 madre we get 2, isn't it? So 2 divided by root 2, what do we get? Root 2 only. Okay, see, I'll show you. Root 2 into root 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 2 2s are 4 root 4 we get or this is nothing but 2. Okay, so if I divide so that suppose this is x ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ so here x root 2 into x is equal to 2 ಆದರೆ x is equal to what 2 root 2. Am I right? Yes. So root 2 ಇಂದ root 2 cancel 2 cancel ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ we get root 2 only. root 2 1s are root 2 2s are because root 2 into root 2 but root 2 this root 2 is equal to we get 2. Okay, so we can factorize this as root 2 is common factor and x square x is common factor. X is common factor. Here what remains? Root 2 is outside, 1 of the x is outside. We get only 1 x here plus root 2. Okay, the 2 divided by root 2 is root 2 and x is outside. So x plus root 2. Here 5 is common. So here inside 5x by 5 is x. Then plus 5 root 2 by 5 is 5 gets cancelled. We get only root 2. See, we got a common factor is equal to 0. So it is equal to root 2x plus 5, one of the factor, and the other one 2x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now let us use zero product rule. So we get root 2 plus root 2x or x root 2 also same root 2x or x root 2 plus 5 is equal to 0 and x plus root 2 is equal to 0. So root 2x is equal to what do we get when we transpose it becomes minus 5. So x is equal to minus 5 by root 2. Here x is equal to minus root 2 and so we got the roots of the given quadratic equation or zeros of this quadratic equation are minus 5 by root 2 and minus root 2. Therefore you can write the conclusion now. Therefore the roots of the equations are or the zeros of the quadratic equation are the roots are minus 5 by root 2 and minus root 2. Okay, this is the answer. So now let us go with work problems in this exercise 10.4.2. That is, I'll go with third problem. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay, sum madre add madre we get 27 and product multiply madre we get 182. Let us do the sum now. It is third main in your exercise 4.2 third main. So let us take the numbers. Let the numbers be unknown numbers. B is as usual. We take it as x and y. X and y. Their sum is 27. So sum is 27. What does it mean? X plus y is equal to 27. And we write y as 27 minus x. Okay, 27 minus x. Because we need to get a quadratic equation one variable. Then we x y error itಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲಿ linear equations in two variables ಸರಿ or simultaneous equation solve ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ we need to bring a quadratic equation in one variable. So y should be written in terms of x 27 minus x. Next, product is how much? Product is 182. Product is 182. So we can write means x into y or xy is equal to 182. Now what to do with this equation? Let us substitute y value here in the second equation. Okay, put equation 1 in 2. Substituting equation y 1 in 2. Substituting equation 1 in equation 2, we get this x into, in y's place what should I write? I should write 27 minus x is equal to, is how much? 182. You may ask me now, can't we write equation 2 in terms of x or y? We can. Look sir, now y is equal to 182 by x and we can substitute here. But after tagondaga nimge illi fraction form bandbidutte. Fraction form bandre it is little bit complicated always. Okay. So adike now I will convert first equation and then bring y in terms of x, then substitute in the second equation. Yeah. So x into 27 minus x is equal to 182. So simplify now. 27x minus x into x is x square is equal to 182. Let us bring it to standard form. So in standard form always we should go in decreasing order of the power. So minus x square plus, no sign means plus, it is 27x, and I bring 182 to LHS, so it becomes minus 182 is equal to 0. I will get an equivalent equation by changing everything. Throughout the equation I multiply by minus 1. Okay, then what do I get? This becomes plus, this becomes minus, this becomes plus, and making it easy to simplify. So this can be written as x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. Now we have standard form of the equation. How to use splitting the middle term method now? Yes. Which is the constant? 182. Do we have any coefficient for x square? No. So it means 1. So 182 ones are is 182. Now, so when you multiply two factors or two numbers, we must get the product 182. Andre multiply madre 182 barbeku. So and add maddaga, when you add then we must get minus 27. So here product is positive. Okay, 182 is positive plus 182. So when is it possible? If both the numbers are plus or if both the numbers are minus. Okay, minus into minus plus, plus into plus, plus. So we cannot have one minus negative number and one positive number. Both should be either positive or both should be negative. Okay, so let us find the factors of 182. Yes, if you keep on finding the factors. Okay, one way, yes, you know 1, 2, ita barkondu hogodu. Other way is, yes, factorize it. 2 9s are, 2 1s are. Now which table? 13 ones are, 19 ones, 9 plus 1, 3 nallu hogala. 7, is it possible? You can use 7 ones are table also. 7 bandre 7 3s, 7 ones are 7, 2 remains 21, 7 3s are 21. So 13 is a prime number, so 13 ones are 13. Okay, then this 13 into 7 madre nimage 91 barutte. Okay, 13 into 2 madre, yes, we get 13 2s are 26 only. Now if I make this group 7 into 2, 14. So 13 into 14 madre en barutte nimage 13 14s are 14 into 13, we get 182. You can multiply and check. Okay, 13 into 14, we get 182. Now here we need to get minus 27. We will add them, isn't it? Add now 13 plus 14, how much? 13 into 14 is 182. And 13 plus 14 is 180. It is 27. We should have negative sign. When is that possible? See, to get plus here, either minus into minus or plus into minus. Plus into plus. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ Then we have to take both negatives only. That means minus 13 minus 14 plus minus 14. How much? We get minus 27. ಇದೇ ತರ minus 13 into minus 14 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Minus into minus plus it is plus 182. So which are the two factors? We have to use minus 13 and minus 14. And let us factorize now. Split the middle term and factorize. So let us write this as x square minus 13x minus 14x. 13 14 antanu baribodu, 14 13 antanu you can write. Okay, minus 13x minus 14x plus 182 is equal to 0. Which is common for group them now? Which is common factor? Here x is common factor. So x is equal to x minus 13. X square by x is x. 13x by x is 13. Here minus sign, you take it outside. If you take minus sign outside, signs of the terms inside the bracket changes. Okay, so here 14x and 182. 182 comes in 14 inside table because you got to know here. 13 14s are 182 or 14 13s are 182. So minus 14 I will take outside. So 14x by 14 is x. Since I have taken minus sign outside, here it is plus because minus into plus what? Minus sign. And now this becomes minus plus sign because I have taken minus sign outside, because minus into minus. If you multiply again, we need to get the same sign. 14 13s are. Okay, so x minus 13 and x minus 14 are the factors of this quadratic equation. Therefore, we can write this as x minus 13 into x minus 14 is equal to 0. So using zero product rule, we can write x minus 13 is equal to 0 and x minus 14 is equal to 0, and here x is equal to minus 13, it becomes plus 13 when we transpose, and here minus 14 becomes plus 14 when we transpose. So 13 and 14 are the roots of this quadratic equation or zeros of this quadratic equation. Therefore, write the conclusion. The zeros or roots of the equation are plus 13 and plus 14 are 13 and 14. 13 and 14. Or you can write in brackets, small bracket 13 comma 14. You can check your answer. See, 13 plus 14 how much? 27. 30 into 14 what do we get? Product is 182. Now let us go with next problem. ಈಗಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ 4 5 6 ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬೈ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಒನ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡು ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಒನ್. Okay, the altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. Altitude and height. If the hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. Okay, right angle triangle we will have three elements which are there. One is base, height or altitude, and the hypotenuse. Okay, let me erase this and then I will explain that. problem? Fifth one. If we have right angle triangle like this, okay, 90 degree. Right angle triangle means triangle in which one of the angle is 90 degree. So here ABC, if this is the right angle triangle, here BC is called base of the triangle and this is altitude or height. AB is altitude or height of the triangle and AC is hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse of the triangle. The side opposite to right angle, that is 90 degree, is called hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, so hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle. So yes, now I think you can understand what are we going to use here. Pythagoras theorem. Yes. Okay, because we use Pythagoras theorem only for right angle triangle. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem states that base square plus height square is equal to hypotenuse square. In a right angle triangle, base square plus height square is equal to hypotenuse square. So based on this property, we are going to solve this problem. Okay. So here the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm less than its base. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಮತ್ತು height or altitude ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ in this question, which is more, height is more. Okay, 7 centimeter less than its base. Okay, height is less and base is more. Length of the base is more. Okay, how much less it is? 7 centimeter less. Suppose it is 12 centimeter the base. So height will be how much? 12 minus 7. Okay, 5 centimeter. Okay, so that is the problem now. So let us write now. Which one we take x now? That is given altitude is given in terms of base. So let us take base as x. Okay, let x be the base, or we can take b itself. That also fine. Okay, so let x be the base of a right angle triangle. We should mention it is right angle triangle because we are using Pythagoras theorem. It can be used only for right angle triangle. Base of a triangle, right angle triangle. So height or altitude will be how much? So altitude or height is equal to how much less? 7 centimeter less than base. So x minus 17, 7 centimeter or x minus 7. Okay, so x minus 7 centimeter. If this is x centimeter, this is x minus 7 centimeter. And hypotenuse is given how much? It is 13 centimeter. Hypotenuse is given, it is 13 centimeter. Let us use Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, we can write Pythagoras theorem. We can write it as base square plus height square. Base square plus height square is equal to hypotenuse square. Yeah, so base is how much? X. So x square plus height is x minus 7 whole square is equal to hypotenuse how much? That is 13 square. Solve this, simplify this, you will get a quadratic equation. After that, let us solve it. So x square, how to solve this? Using the identities. So identities ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ನೋ ದ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ sometimes you need a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube also. Okay, so these two are very important identities. Which are they? A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Which one we are using here? A minus b whole square, because it is x minus 7 whole square. So a is x. So let us write x square minus 2ab minus 2. What is a? X. What is b? 7. Don't write minus 7, because identity also a minus b whole square. Here for problem also x minus 7 whole square. So 2 minus 2ab plus b square is 7 square is equal to 13 square. How much? 13 13s are 169. So x square plus x square, what do we get? 2x square. Minus 2 7s are 14. 14x plus 49. And bring 169 to LHS, transpose them, minus 169 is equal to 0. Okay. So 2x square minus 14x. 49 minus 169 or 169 minus 49. What do we get? Greater number is minus 169. It has minus sign. So minus of 9 minus 9 0. 6 minus 2. 6, okay, 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay, 1. 120 minus 120 is equal to 0. Now let us solve this. Before solving it, let us just simplify this. Divide throughout the equation by 2 and make it simpler. So if I divide this equation by 2, I get 2x square by x square. 2 is x square. This implies x square minus 2 7s are 14 minus 2 60s are 120 is equal to 0. Now easy to solve. So here we have 60. Constant is 60 and here coefficient is 1. So 1 into minus 60 is minus 60. So product should be minus 60. When you multiply two numbers, we should get minus 60. And when we add them, we must get minus 7. Okay, let us, which are the factors of 60? Factors of 60 are yes, 1, 2, 3. 3 how many are 3 20s are. Then 4. Is it comes in 4 ones a table? Yes, 4 15s are. Okay, or 15 4s are 14. Or you can factorize as usual. I had shown in the previous problem. Okay, 15 4s are 60. 15 4s are 60 or 4 15s are 4 15s are 60. Next 6 10s are 60. Next, which one? 8 is it possible? No. Then 9 also not possible. 12 5s are 50. 15 4s are 50. So 15 4s are 60. 12 5s are 60. 15 4s are 60. Then which one? 32s are 60. 61s are 60. So these are the factors of this. Okay. Now what to do? When we add them, when we take any two factors from this, okay, then when we multiply them, we should get minus 60. And when we add them, we should get minus 7. How do you find now? Which are the two factors? 30 and 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Yes, 32 are ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 30 minus 2 is not 7. Then if you take 2, 3 and 2, not at all possible. Then 6 and 4 also. 6 4s are 24. We won't get 6 plus 4 also 10. 6 minus 4 also 2. If I take 15 and 12. Okay, 15 minus 12, how much we get? 15 minus 12, it is 3 we get. It is not possible. And one more thing. Here we have negative sign. Okay, since we have negative sign in the product, we must get one number positive, other one is negative. Okay, so that should be subtracted. That means, okay, by subtracting we get this number minus 7. So greater number as should be minus because we have minus sign here in the sum. Which one you take now? 12 and 15, it is not possible. Then which one you take? 15 and 4. 15 and 4. Okay, 15 4s are 60. 15 minus 4, how much we get? 7. It is also not possible. Which are the two factors you take? Check now. 32 sir, 60 not possible. Which are the two factors you take? 13, no. That also not possible. So let us take 12 and 5. Is it possible? 12 5 sir? See, 60, 12 minus 5 how much? Yes, it is 7. So factors are 12 and 7. Okay, so by practice it comes. So we have to write this equation as now x square. 12 and 5. 12 must be negative because we should get negative sign here. Sum should be negative. So minus 12x plus 5x. Okay, minus 12 plus 5 is minus 7 and minus 60 as it is. Now, now let us group them and factorize. Here I take x as common factor. So x minus 12 plus 5 is the common factor. 5 here x minus 60 by 5 how much? 5 12s are is equal to 0. So x minus 2 minus 12 is one of the factor and other factor is x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now what to do? Let us use 0 product rule. X minus 12 is equal to 0 and x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x minus 12 is equal to 0. What do we get? X is equal to plus 12. And here x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 5. Now which value we need to take? Or this is measurement. Okay, base, height, hypotenuse, all these are measurements of a triangle. So we cannot have negative numbers, isn't it? When we have measurement or any number of the articles, the number of we cannot have negative number. So we have to choose the positive number as the answer. So roots of this equation are 12 and minus 5 both. But the required answer is now 12. Okay, x value is 12. In the same question, find the roots of this equation. We should write both the answers. But in the what is this question here? Question is we need to find the other two sides. Okay, so we should find the side using this positive value. Okay, positive value is 12. So base is 12 centimeter. So what is height or altitude? That is x minus 7. That is 12 minus 7. It is 5 centimeter. Therefore, since we need measurements, we cannot go with negative values. We cannot go with negative values. Therefore, let us take the value x as 12. Therefore, the base is, that is x value, it is 12 centimeter and altitude is that is x minus 7, it is 12 minus 7, it is how much? 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. Okay, 5 centimeter. So this is solution for which sum? Fifth sum. Okay, now let us go with, no one has commented. So let me take the last problem in this exercise. If we compare this problem with the other problem, little bit harder one. So let me go with last problem, that is sixth problem. Sixth problem. The problem is, a cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. Okay, then, if the total cost of production on that day was 90 rupees, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. I'll give you explain this with a simple example. Okay. Suppose here, as per this question, observe that on a particular day, pottery industries ಅಂದ್ರೆ articles ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಪಿಂಗಾಣಿ articles ಮತ್ತು ಮಡಿಕೆಯಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ clay ಇಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, so that industry. Okay, so it was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article, okay, each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. Suppose on a particular day, you got 10 pots ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It is then cost of one pot, okay, made 10 pots ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, is cost of one pot is twice of this plus 3 more than that. So it would be how much? 2 into twice of 10, that is plus 3. So 20 plus 3, 23 rupees. Okay, that is the statement they have given. So depending on the number of articles produced, cost will be fixed. And how much here? Total cost of production. Suppose one pot ge so 23 rupees bidre, 10 pots ge estaಯ್ತು ಈಗ 23 into 10, it would be how much? 230 rupees. Similarly, here we don't know how many number of articles have been produced. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Let us take that as x. Okay, so ಒಂದು ದಿನ ನಮಗೆ x number of articles pots ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು pottery articles prepare ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, then how much it is? Twice of x plus 3. This is what? Cost of one article. Okay, and x is the number of articles produced. Total ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ? Total cost of one article into number of articles is equal to 230 rupees ಬಂತು. So ಇದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ cost of one article is 2x plus 3 rupees. X number of articles have been produced. So ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? This product is how much here? 90 rupees. Okay, that is the meaning of this statement. Okay, this is equal to, that is number of articles into cost of each article. Is the cost per article is equal to how much? Total expenditure on that day is 90 rupees. Okay, so that is the meaning of this question. So let us solve this now. Let x be the number of articles produced. Let x be the number of articles produced. Number of articles produced. Then cost of each article will be, cost of each article or one article is how much? 2 times x, twice of x, 2x plus 3. 3 more than twice of the article, twice of the number of articles produced. Okay, 2x plus 3 rupees it is. Rupees. Okay, total cost how much? It is total expenditure on that day or total cost of production. Total cost of production is rupees 90. Is rupees 90. So how do you write the equation now? It is number of articles into cost of one article is equal to what? Total cost of production. Total cost of production. So how do you write? Number of articles. X into cost of one article is 2x plus 3 is equal to 90. Simplify this now. X into 2x is 2x square plus x into 3 is 3x plus is equal to 90. So transpose this. 2x square plus 3x minus 90 if I transpose is equal to 0. Now can we simplify the equation? No, it is not possible because here we have 3. Okay, now how do you solve it now? 90 into 2. We have coefficient of x square. It is 2. So multiply a and c. Okay, so 2 into minus 90. What do we get? It is minus 180. Okay, so 2 into 90, it is 180 rupees. 180 we get. So when we multiply, we must get this one. This value. Which one? 180. Okay, and yes, here sum should be, that is minus 180 it should be, and sum should be how much? When we add them, we should get 3. Okay, so how to find? Let us factorize 180. By which table we can take? It's not prime factorization. You can take any. So 2 90s are, 2 45s are, next 5 9s are or 9 5s are, next 9 1s are or 3 3s are we can take, or if you want to prime factorize 3 3s are, 3 1s are. Okay, 180. So now find the product must be how much? Minus 180. To get minus sign, one number must be positive, other should be negative. So plus into minus or minus into plus. And here we have plus sign. Okay, so greater number must have plus sign. So which are the 3 numbers? Which are the 2 numbers we can use here? Which 2 factors can be used to split this number? Okay, so which 2 are the numbers? Just check now. Let us take here 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20, it is not possible. 5 3s are 15, 15 3s are 45, 45 into 4 we get 180, but 45 minus 4 is not 3. We should get sum as 3. This is difficult to get, isn't it? Multiplication can be done easily. Then 5 3s are 15 and 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. What do we get? 2 to the 4, 4 9s are 45, 45 into 15 also. Yes, we get 3 5s are 15, here 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are how much? 12. 15 and 12. 15 12s are how much? It is 180. Say here, this is one group I make. 5 into 3, 15. Then 2 into 2 into 3. That is 2 into 2 into 3. How much we get? 4 4 3s are 12. So 15 into 12 is equal to how much? 180. And greater number must have minus sign, plus sign, because here we have plus sign. So this should be minus. So 15 into minus 12 is minus 180. So 15 minus 12, that is plus 15 minus 12 is equal to plus 3. So which are the 2 factors? We have 15 and minus 12. So let us split the middle term. So 2x square plus 15x minus 12x minus 90 is equal to 0. Yes, here 2x square 15x. So x square and x we have common factor x. 2 and 15 we cannot. Or you can write this as 2x minus 12x plus 15x. That also fine. That would be easier because we 15 a table we get 90, isn't it? So let us write this, rearrange them now. 2x square minus 12x plus 15x minus 90 is equal to 0. So 2x is common factor. I get here 2x square by 2x is x minus 2. How many are? 2 6 are 12. So x minus 6 plus 15 here. Then x minus 15 how many are 15 6 are 90. So x minus 6 and 2x plus 15. Okay, these are factors of the quadratic equation. So we write this as 2x plus 15 into x minus 6 common factor is equal to 0. Let us use zero product rule. It is 2x plus 15 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to minus 15 and x is equal to minus 15 by 2. Another one here, x minus 6 is equal to 0 and x is equal to 6. Which one you consider now? We need number of articles as x. It cannot be negative, isn't it? And it cannot be in fraction form also. If an number of articles 2 vare 3 vare anta helakagalla. Okay, and it should not be negative. So we have to consider this answer. Which one? X is equal to 6. Okay, so therefore right now number of articles cannot be negative. Okay, therefore which is the correct answer? X is equal to 6. What are the roots of this quadratic equation? Minus 15 by 2 and 6. Okay, right now since we cannot take negative numbers, or since number of articles cannot be negative, what is the value of x? X is equal to 6. Therefore cost of each total number of articles produced 6 and cost of each article how much? Therefore number of articles produced 6 and cost of each article or cost of one article is how much? 2x plus 3, that is 2 into 6 plus 3. Okay, so 6 12 to the 12 plus 3 rupees 15. Okay, so rupees 15. Cost of one article rupees 15. Yes, students, this is the end of today's session. So let us conclude the session now. Practice these sums, and this type of problems are very important. Here also you will get one statement problem from this exercise for 3 or 4 marks. So practice this exercise thoroughly, and in the next class we go with the next exercise. In that let us find how to find the nature of the roots, and we will be learning one more method, that is formula method. So let us end today's session. Join the session, bring your friends also, subscribe it and enjoy the session. Okay, so let us end today's session. Thank you and bye-bye.